All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome aboard to the Morning Note. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of Gar Capital. It is Thursday, March 21st, 2024. Glad to be with you this morning, every morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here on our YouTube channel. Just want to give a heads up. I will not be in my office. I'll actually be out of town Monday and Tuesday of next week. I will be back Wednesday for the Morning Note. So Monday and Tuesday, I will be out. There will not be a YouTube that day. I'll remind you guys tomorrow as well. Just a heads up. Again, turn on notifications so you don't miss anything in regards to our weekly videos or any extra content that we actually post. Thank you again for being on. Let's talk about the market. Dow futures are up 124 points. The Nasdaq is up 177 points. S&P up 0.49%, 5312, all-time highs. 2107 on the Russell. That's back up 0.43%. 10-year Treasury yields. We talked about that. Let's take a look at that chart together, guys. Rejection of that resistance line, like we talked about so far, at least on the weekly. Let's go to the daily. Yep, rejection perfectly. So if this continues to pull back, this will be a little more green moving forward. So we need this to pull down for this to go up. Now let's take a look at S&P together. We'll go to S&P 500 futures on the daily. Again, beautiful channel. But now we're breaking out of this short-term channel, the yellow. Breaking out. What's our target? Right around 53.65. That'll be the top end here in terms of the S&P 500. If we break above that, then all bets are off. But so far, you're breaking out of one channel, but yet to break the big channel. Last time we got close to breaking that big channel was right in mid-December, and we pulled back to that bottom end, bounced, hit it again, and then continued higher since January 15th or so. Right around January 15th is where we hit kind of that low point of right around 47.60 or so. That's about 600 points, 700 points ago. So, buy the dip so far. That's what it's looking like. Goldman Sachs is saying that. Buy the dip. We will see as we go along. So far, so good in terms of price action after Powell. 3 Fed cuts is the expectation. No word on exactly when, but traders are pretty much wagering that June will be the first cut, like Goldman Sachs is saying that. Let's take a look at the VIX and how nuked this is. It's still not yet at the lows from December, but 1275 on the VIX. That's pretty low. Not a lot of protection being bought out there. And the saying goes, buy protection when it's cheap, not when you have to. A couple of names I'm watching. Google. I have Google calls. That's bouncing. Beautiful. Again, I have the 155 calls. Let's take a look at Apple. Apple, we can see we did pull back on a headline from the FTC. I have no control over that, but nice channel here. Didn't break anything. We're still moving higher. We're about $1 away from yesterday's close. Again, I fully expect us to continue higher with Apple. I have the 185 calls. Let's see. Bitcoin. Bitcoin had a nice bounce after the Powell. 69K is my next target, short term. If we can get there, then all-time highs are definitely back in focus. I have BITO calls for April. Let's take a look here at Bank of America. Bank of America, guys, we have calls, the 37s. That's going to break very, very soon. It's inevitable. It's for April. So looking great there. I think that we're going to get our profits today in terms of some of these trades. The question is, do we get the price action there? I think we do, because pretty much yesterday, Tuesday, and Monday, we didn't close anything because we have longer dated expiries. But that's where we are currently. Gold, this one was tough. We were writing this down with futures. I was writing it too. And then pretty much Powell spoke and the dollar sank. And that's where gold broke out. Measured move, broke all-time highs. So, that even I get it wrong sometimes. I mean, it happens a lot. Hasn't happened lately, obviously, knock on wood. But yeah, that was a tough one. I thought gold was going to continue this meltdown and retest. Just broke out. So we'll look for another opportunity on gold or in any other commodity. But that one didn't work out. Now let's go ahead and talk about DAL. That was a freebie. So I want to make sure everyone saw that. We're going to go and bring up here the live market blog. Live market blog. I have it all here. Just bear with me a second, guys. This is my throwback pick. This is from 2014, November 30th. It was my first time getting triple digits profits in Forex. This is the interactive brokers broker format. Wow, really throws me back. That's 10 years ago, almost 10 years ago. And Aussie dollar, man, had to do it. Had to show that off because there's a lot of people that are joining our server. They're just starting out. I've been there. You got a team that's got your back here, so we're happy to have you. Let's take a look at Delta. Where is it? Here we go. So here was the freebie from the live market blog. Where was it? Oh, come on. I just had it. That is how it goes in terms of looking for something on the computer. My apologies, guys. Let me read some. I'll read some questions while I search for this Delta thing. I'm so sorry, guys. It's a lot of content on our blog. We got to stay informed. Where is it? That was the XLE trade. There we go. Okay, so yesterday at 10:55 in the morning, DAL broke our alert. The June 21 50 calls have 3,000 in vol, and the spread was 91 to 96. Bid ask. Here's the breakdown on the actual chart, like the actual breakdown of the trade. If I can find it, I just clicked it. Okay, so then it's back up here. I don't know why Discord wants to mess with me today. More coffee, please. Here we go. Delta. This is on the 17th. As you know, we're on the 21st. Delta Airlines wait for the break of 44.49 with time for expiry. June fits that criteria. Daily gap of 47.30. Watching for call contracts out of the money. Look for anything 2 to 3 weeks out. Watch out for the chop. 46 to 48, right? Well, we got the 50s. So let me go ahead and find that one more time. Delta session highs. Again, the updates were there as we went along. And there's the breakdown. June 21, 50 calls. So there it is. Let's take a look at Delta. Delta had a great day yesterday. Look at the daily. Still got more to go. Got a gap to fill here at 47.31. That is your target if you are holding Delta. But if you want to take profits, be my guest. Enjoy it. You deserve it. You earned it. Congratulations if you made money. Just wanted to get that information out to you guys. Delta was beautiful and it still looks great. Hope you guys took advantage. Google won 156 by next week. 156 by next week is possible, but I would wait for that break of 152.94. What are your entries for today's SPY and QQ options? I don't have any SPY or QQ options today since we're kind of loaded on our signals, Bank of America, Google, and Apple, and Bitcoin. But as of right now, on SPY, you could trade the 525 calls, but I wouldn't do anything for this week. No. Let's see if I can maybe get just a little bit. Yeah, you can see how perfect this channel is, right? Very similar to what we talked about with S&P futures. Let's see if I can draw this line here. Let's see if this broke out. I'm pretty sure it did, or close to it. Oh, you got a little more. Right around to 526.79. That's how much SPY goes, has for more room, but it's trading at 522.99. So about $4 more until you hit some decent size, like a decent resistance, let's just say. But it really has until like 5:30. The only issue is that since we're up so much, these call premiums are going to be high. So you may want to wait for a pullback to get in. I bought Tesla 175 calls yesterday. What do you suggest? Hold or sell? What is the expiry? That's really the question. When does it expire? If it's for tomorrow, that's a different conversation than it's going to expire in 2 months or in 4 weeks. Expiry for Friday, sell immediately. Get out of it today. If it's for tomorrow, please get rid of it. Good morning, Carlos. Thoughts on AMD long entry point? Let's look at it. Look at the 4-hour chart. Here's your support. I was waiting for that break of 171.23 to get this gap fill. I mean, that's where I was thinking that worst case scenario would get there. But right here, we are breaking out 184.85. We're right at the 20 MA on the 4-hour. So if you are looking to trade AMD long, let's say you're just targeting 213, I would wait for right around 190 to get in. That would confirm the bounce retest. You could see resistance, resistance, breakout, come back down, retest. So we need a clean break right above 185 or so. Thoughts on SPY? It looks like we're just going to go higher on SPY, but going to be tough to trade that for this week or next week. I believe the market is closed next Friday. I may be wrong. Give me a sec. Don't think, I want to say when is Good Friday. Such a bad Catholic. Let me make sure. Yep, Friday the 29th of March, the market is closed. So you're already losing a day if you're trading SPY. So I think it's best to trade futures on S&P if you're not trading SPY, my opinion. Good morning, Carlos. Is it good to sell Apple and Goog? Why till opening? I don't know if in what context do you mean? Do you mean calls or do you mean the stock? So if you just want to let me know when you guys are asking about a stock, are you talking in terms of day trading, long-term investing? I want to hold it for my kids. I hate this stock. I want to get rid of it. I mean, give me a little more context so I know. But I assume you're talking about the trade, the Google trade that we have. I would hold on to it. We got until April 19th, Leonardo. Unless you have it for next week and then all bets are off. But I have it for April 19th. So feet are up. I got a whole 4 weeks for Google to hit $5 more. I think that's a good bet, in my opinion. Apple needs a little more. But again, we're back in that channel. So, I mean, we're still in that channel. Nothing has really changed. Only problem is that the longer we go, this may break down. So Apple still that base, that kind of base of support we talked about last week and the week prior from YouTube, right around 170. So Tesla, I think Tesla's starting to get to the point of, okay, 160 is our support. We can give it a little bit of time. When do we want to add some more shares? When do we want to swing this stock so we can get back to that ping-ponging channel that we talked about on YouTube before, right? When are we looking to buy? 182. It's the 20-day. If we can get above there, guys, that's where I'm looking to buy to 233 as a target for a swing. If we just want to swing the Tesla stock, we can do options. We can do a ton of stuff. But again, I think that's probably one of the better setups that we do have, but we need to break that 20-day. What is BA doing? Thoughts on it rising over last week's news? This is the thing with the market sometimes. When it's obvious, you're probably late. Yeah, who didn't want to short Boeing after this huge collapse and their doors blowing out midair and pretty much the worst sentiment you can think of in terms of Boeing? But use your technicals, watch the market, watch the price action, right at support at 180 and bounced. While everyone is thinking that I'm going to be so smart by shorting Boeing, they shorted it into support. And of course, everyone who was short already probably closed up. So it was a little too obvious. Like, let me short a company that the doors and their manufacturing of planes are like, being destroyed, and everyone hates them. Obviously, listen, I get it, but it's a little too late here on Boeing. The worst part, the best part here is that you're not too late in shorting in the future. If you get to 195 and that rejects, we could just go back to 180. So I think Boeing is tradable. Like it's good to trade. Spreads might be a little wide between the bid and ask, but again, I think 195 gives us an opportunity to short that rip. We could do that. But see, like those kind of obvious moves, like for example, we talked about TikTok, right? Oh, if they do the TikTok ban, Snapchat and Metaverse are going to soar. Snapchat never broke my alert. It actually pulled back. So sometimes a little too obvious doesn't always work. What do I feel about Chipotle 50 to 1? Tesla, Apple, Amazon, Google, Nvidia have all done stock splits. Chipotle is not on an island. Stock splits happen. And does it really mean anything? Other than the fact that more people have access to buying shares, am I excited to go out and run out and buy some Chipotle? Maybe the burrito, but not the stock, not right now. I would prefer that we get a little bit of a pullback. I think they're going to sell the news when the 50 to 1 stock split happens. And then when that news is sold, then you can buy some cheaper shares. How's that? I would say wait for the dust to settle, let the split happen. All the speculators are just going to sell right after, and we'll see what happens there. All right, guys, we'll leave it there. Have a great rest of your morning. Looking good across the board. Wow. Soar job. Looking good, looking good. And let's see if we get some continuation. That's really what I'm looking for. DAL at 45.52. Target is 47.30. If you have it, congratulations. If you don't, no worries. More great things to come. I will see you guys tomorrow for the next morning notes. Make sure to join us on our live market blog. Go to our website, www.gar.capital. Click on access our Discord. Scroll down, click on free plan. That will get you over to our live market blog here on Discord. Hope to see you soon. Have a great rest of your morning. I will see you there. Cheers.